Alright everybody, we're inside now looking at the Amana air handler that was connected to the unit outside. Inside here, it's very much like the outside. We're checking all of our electrical connections. That's these wires here where they connect to the heater. Making sure that they are tight and clean, making sure that they haven't started to burn or blister or do anything funny to the wiring. We also use our amp probes inside here to make sure that the equipment is running at the appropriate amps, and make sure your heaters are drawing the appropriate amp to make sure all of your heater is working, not just half. It's also important while we're in here to make sure all these wire nuts are tight, make sure none of them have broken or cracked, which can happen over time. From there, we'll move down to the blower assembly. Make sure all of these wires are secure, clean, properly zip tied up and out of the way so they cannot get tangled inside this blower wheel. Okay. This particular unit has what's called an X13 variable speed motor. These motors are being found in a lot of our new equipment. They are extremely sensitive to electrical surges and a lightning. If you have these newer, more efficient machines, you probably have one of these. Inside this particular machine, we have an aluminum coil. A lot of the industry has gone to an all aluminum coil, so it's not just the Amana brand, but they are really good at it. As you can see, there's no copper tubing in here at all. This unit, as I mentioned earlier, is over 4 years old. There is zero rust in here, as you can see. This all aluminum frame, all aluminum tube, all aluminum fin. Will not rust or rot. Very good machinery. While we're inside here, we like to make sure that these coil surfaces are clean and mold free. As you can see, I'll mention why this 4-year-old unit is so clean. This unit has an extra ultraviolet light installed inside of it to make sure that none of this mold or mildew can actually grow. We spoke earlier about copper aluminum coils and aluminum coils. If you have an older unit that has the copper aluminum and the steel frames and you've had a chance to visually see it, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Within the first 6 months of that unit's life, most of that steel has begun to turn orange and rust. Eventually, this framework around these tube bends will actually corrode, rot, and fall off to a point where we cannot fix it. We can't do anything to prevent it, and we simply can't fix it. So sometimes units get so bad that they have to be replaced. As you can see in this situation, that is never going to occur or become a problem. The industry went to the all aluminum coil because they were having problems with the copper starting to leak prematurely. With some of our new household cleaning products, carpets, formaldehydes, and things in our homes, they can shorten the life of a copper aluminum coil as opposed to an aluminum coil. For those of you that have had air conditioner for a long period of time, most of the older machines used a steel pan, and a lot of those pans have corroded and rotted. If you've experienced this, you know what I'm talking about. This unit and all the new units are using a plastic molded pan. They will not rust, they will not rot. The only thing we have to be concerned about is somebody breaking or cracking them. Doesn't happen very commonly, but it does happen. If somebody accidentally bumps into a drain line too hard, you can crack these plastic pans. Okay, I'm going to talk quickly about drain lines. As we mentioned, the condensation pan, which is plastic in this unit, collects all the water from your air conditioning running and it drains it out of your house to your drain lines. This is very important to keep clean. This is 90% of most people's service calls. This unit has a main drain and an emergency drain. Okay, the emergency drain on this unit is equipped with a safety shutoff switch. If for any reason your main drain is to clog, the secondary drain will fill up and will trip this switch. It is a simple switch with a plunger that floats and will shut your unit off completely, leaving you without air conditioning but it will not make any more water once it is turned off, which can save your home from flooding while you are away at work or on vacation. Very important to have a safety switch on your unit. If you don't, bring it to our attention and we will address it for you. This unit also has a clean out tee. We can install these on most all equipment. This clean out tee allows us also the access to your drain line to make sure that it is properly cleaned. It allows us to put products in here like bleach, water, and cleaning chemicals to make sure your drain line is clean. It also helps us flush it when we're running the vacuum. This allows you access to your drain line also. It is good for maintenance reasons, so you can pour bleach down here while you're doing your filter changes once a month. Ask us about it. We'd be glad to install one.